Click.
Like,
All right. Welcome to the PSBS. That's the PlayStation Position Podcast. I'm your host, Code T, PS and Bye Boys. My co-host here is...
Andromeda double is.
Yes. Back this
I
week.
have returned.
You've returned, yes.
I returned in big form, and I am ready to talk about PlayStation.
Yep. All ready to go for episode 53 this week.
Mm-hmm.
Coming off last week. So we had Emmett on last week, so if you didn't check out last week's episode, go check that out. Talked about some stuff, as always.
Yeah, Emmett did such a good job, man. I'm always proud of him.
Yep. Always on. But this week you're back, and we have a lot to go over this week. I have so many items on the news thing.
A lot? How much is a lot? That's the question. You're gonna need to give me a heads up. How much is a lot?
I don't know. I got like 14 things written down in my notes. Some of these will be maybe like quick little things, and some of these are bigger topics. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, let's get right into it.
So let's do. Let's see. Where do I start on this? Maybe start. Well, let's just start with this big one because this one's more like a victory lap for us.
A victory lap.
A victory lap because we've been calling this for every episode we've done. At least recently. It has been confirmed by EA that Mass Effect Andromeda has been delayed to first quarter 2017.
Does that surprise anybody?
Nope.
I hope not.
Yeah, if you're surprised by this, then you don't listen to the show enough.
That too, or just like really like get like how games are just the rollout of games nowadays.
Yes. So this is not surprising. I mean, we've talked about this on the show before. We've always predicted that Mass Effect will not come out this year. And it's been confirmed.
Because we haven't seen a sliver of gameplay.
Nope.
Many other factors, but Yep, it's been delayed.
But it's coming out first quarter 2017, is what we said. But also in the same report, though, because it's weird, because you said we haven't seen anything for Mass Effect Andromeda. We have seen that announcement trailer. I know it's not gameplay, but at least it's something. But they've also confirmed that Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 5 are coming out this year, and we've seen actually less of those games than we have of Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Because Titanfall 2... because I guess Titanfall 2 is going to try to come out this year. Because I know some places started taking pre-orders for it, even though there's no release date.
That's the classic thing.
Yeah, the classic thing.
Pre-orders without a release date.
But like, it hasn't even really been formally announced. Like, here's Titanfall 2, and like, no, you can still pre-order this thing, and there's no like formal announcement of it yet.
Or a logo.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. I think in one of my things I took it. There's a picture of like the logo on a box. I don't know if it's like the official logo. So you know how yeah. Like every time somebody gets a picture, it's always like from far away.
Just those things that don't exist yet. You always want to get it from far away.
Exactly, because like there's a picture online of like that's where their report was like, oh, you can pre-order Titanfall 2 in stores now, even though it's not even announced yet. And somebody took a picture of like the little pre-order box, and he's taking it from afar, so you can't really see up close and see like the Titanfall 2 logo. It's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, and again, this is weird though because it goes against something we were talking about maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago about like it's weird the EA put out 2 big first-person shooters in the fall, holiday window. With Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 5, it's really weird that those two be competing against each other, even though they're from the same, publisher. So I don't know, man. I still feel like Titanfall might get a slip to 2017.
Yep, it probably will. Calling it here first.
Yeah, it probably will. I mean, we were 100% sure that Mass Effect was going to get delayed, and it has. Titanfall, I'm leaning probably 90% chance it's going to get slipped to 2017.
So it's like when we saw that for Mass Effect, it was just like, I just like moved on. I just was like, keep moving.
We were right. But yeah.
More time for the collection that they should do.
Yeah, EA hasn't jumped on that collection bandwagon yet. Oddly enough, because it's true. I think EA is the only one that hasn't done a remaster yet.
Yeah, Activision's done their little ones, even though they really say that they don't do them, but they do them. Yeah. They just do them half-assedly.
Yeah.
As for EA, none
No.
I can think of.
Even though I do want a Dead
And
Space collection.
well, yeah, I was about to say that. So a bit of an offensive statements. Like, what games? I mean, other than Dead Space franchise, are really people clamoring for from EA?
Well, I
You
mean, I know
think?
no one's clamoring for the Dead Space one, but I know I wanted.
Yeah, nobody really. If anybody, people just want the first one. But I want the whole trilogy.
Oh yeah.
But I just don't know. I don't hear too many people saying, "Oh man, I really want Dead Space," you know? Because we're gonna get like our horror fix from like other things.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dead Space is just kind of where it's at right now, kind of just in purgatory.
Oh
So,
no! Wait, do you even know what you just did there?
it, no,
You just said Dead Space was in purgatory, and
it,
Visceral also made Dante's Inferno, and
yeah,
yeah,
I mean, well, maybe a Dante's Inferno
we're never getting a
remaster.
Dante's
So
Inferno 2.
this Dante's Inferno.
We're never.
Um,
The only way we're gonna get Dante's Inferno 2 is if they actually, if like, I think I forget who it is. I think it's Universal's trying to make a movie based off the first game. Um, I think that's pretty much the only way we're gonna get that game a sequel is if that movie does come out. If they actually do get around to making that movie, then we'll get a new game. But if that movie never gets made, then we're never gonna get a sequel.
I'm just trying to think. I mean, I don't think anybody wants the idea of like the old Battlefield games on PS4, like Battlefield 3 or 1942. I mean, what EA games do you bring to PS4 that you want other than Dead Space?
Well, Dead Space. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
really need to play Mass Effect again, but I know that's one a lot of people are asking for. Is the Mass Effect?
yeah, Mass Effect, of course.
Um, Burnout.
Dragon Age, the old Dragon Age.
Um,
Would
I
you want
mean,
Dragon Age?
I've already got Dragon Age Inquisition. It's one of those things where I put so much time into it. It's like I don't know if I want to do it all again. That's kind of how I feel with Mass Effect.
I mean, yeah, it's just the same thing, and then for people who haven't played it yet.
Yeah, I mean, Dragon Age would be cool because obviously, I love Dragon Age, but like I said, it's one of those things where it's like, it just feels daunting to go and do that again. And it's like, do all this. Um, but that'd be cool. It'd be still cool though. Like, so if people haven't played it, because I don't think enough people play Dragon Age Origins. Um, the other one. Oh, and then like I said, Burnout. Obviously, Burnout Paradise HD would be amazing.
Yeah, that would.
Um,
So EA has like a catalog of games,
hmm
albeit seems a little smaller than maybe what everyone else has been putting out.
But I mean, you just got to think of like what did they put out in the last like 2-3 years before the PS4 came out, because that's pretty much what's already getting all these remasters.
Or even a sequel. I mean, like Mirror's Edge hasn't come to PS4 yet.
Yeah, well, they could do the first one, like redo the
That'd
first
be
one.
great. Like or like it doesn't even have to be a physical release. Like it could just be maybe like a $20 digital release.
Mm-hmm. Like, hey, did you play the
Yeah,
first Mirror's Edge? Of course you didn't. Here it is. Even
yeah.
though you
Even though
don't.
it's been handed to you and it's like dirt cheap, like on PS3.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a great game. I mean, people should play it.
Yeah.
I
Plus,
mean, I wouldn't really see why. Maybe you would want to gear people for like and make them play that since like Catalyst is a prequel.
it's a reboot,
Yeah.
so the first one don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay. It feels a bit insulting though to be like, yeah, the first one was this big cult classic, and you guys want more of it. Well, here it is, a reboot, and the first one don't matter now, that y'all loved. You know.
Gotta hate it when long-awaited sequels or prequels.
Yeah.
All Monsters Inc.
Oh yeah, Monsters Inc.'s like, oh, I got a prequel out of it.
Talking about I'm back with the Pixar again.
Back making Pixar references, yeah. Um,
Yeah. See,
yeah,
snuck it in.
yeah. I mean, Monster Invaders was still good. I just rather would have gotten a sequel out of that than a prequel.
I'm in between for that one.
I just hope to God every day that Incredibles 2 is not a prequel. It's like I
Oh,
really don't want Incredibles 2 to be a prequel.
if it is, you're done.
I'm done. I'm like, you wasted the last 14 years of my life waiting for this.
What? That means the kids are definitely going to be younger.
Yeah, it's like, not
I
there.
don't have to worry about that.
They're even gonna be born. You know,
Or that, yeah.
I mean, no, if they do a prequel, it's going to be like with the parents and like that like flashback thing they do at the beginning.
It'd be neat.
Yeah, but it's so unnecessary. Like you don't need that. Like we saw it already. I don't think we need a whole movie about it. You know, I'll be really disappointed if it turns out to be a prequel. I'm like, oh god damn it. I want progress.
If anything, for progress, I also want an Incredibles game
Yeah, I
on
get that game.
PS4.
Credibles to the game. Not a Disney Infinity playset.
Oh, thank you.
No, I want a game.
Which also Disney Infinity. I don't know if you have this. There's not going to be a 4.0.
Yeah, I don't have it written down, but yeah, that was something announced this week that there won't be a 4.0 this year. Just focus on expansion packs.
Which maybe you think that points to weak sales of Disney Infinity?
No, I think this goes back to something I think I brought up a couple episodes ago, where like Disney doesn't have a big thing for this year. Like when they did the first Disney Infinity, it was like, okay, here's the first one, here's all our Disney stuff, and then after that, they're like, oh well, we own Marvel, so let's do a Marvel game. You know, all the Marvel heroes. That was their big push for the second game. Like, look, new now you have Marvel characters in the game in addition to the Disney characters. Then they bought Star Wars, so then they said, oh well, let's make a Star Wars game because now we can introduce Star Wars characters to Disney Infinity. And now they're kind of that's it. Like they don't have any other big property to introduce to the game, you know? So that's kind of what I thought for this year. Like, what do they have? Is it just going to be Disney 4.0, which is more Disney characters, or is it going to be like a big new property? And now we know the answer. It's nothing. It's just there's no 4.0, so they're just focusing on the expansion packs, which is fine because I know because we talk about Disney Infinity, but I never played. I know you played 2.0 and didn't like it.
Well, I mean, I just don't like the story. I like the building.
Yeah, but 3.0 is supposed to be really good. Like 3.0 is really good, like story and the building mode. So it's a really good foundation to just keep building on, for the next year or so.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then like some of the expansions he talked about is like the Marvel Battlegrounds, which sounds neat. It's like a 4-player co-op beat 'em up thing, so it kind of plays like Smash Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
But you can only use Marvel characters. I'm like, why can't I put my Disney characters? Why can't I put like Baloo in there and fight Captain America? Because that is one of the new figures they announced. Is Baloo from Jungle Book is going to be a new figure. Plus, of course, new Civil War characters. You get a Black Panther figure now. For
I'm
that,
finding it. I'm finding that reality where they're talking like that in the Jungle Book really scary.
for what?
Like you see, like a hyper realistic CGI bear now talk,
Oh yeah, with Bill
having
Murray's voice.
Having Bill Murray's voice. It's kind of scary.
It's like, hey kid.
Yeah, hey kid. After we just saw like a terrifying bear in the Revenant, now we see this bear. I'm just
Oh
like,
boy.
ugh. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, wait until we get the Winnie the Pooh movie.
Oh yeah, but Winnie
You
the
want
Pooh's
to
not.
see how
But
terrifying that's going to be?
no, Winnie the Pooh's not a real bear. He's a toy.
Yeah, but like in this live action incarnation they're making, it's going to be real.
No, he'll be a toy bear. He'll be a
That's
plush
still
bear.
It's yeah, that plush bear is definitely going to be terrifying.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like a lot of people forget. It's like half of the. I think all the animals weren't real. I think they're all plush except for like the rabbit. I think was real. I know. I don't know. Cause I know Winnie the Pooh was plush because like he would like you could see the stuffing coming out of him,
You see something coming out of him.
and then Eeyore had that like little pin on tail. So like I don't know, they weren't like I don't know like the Winnie the Pooh is weird to me because it's like it felt like something I was never like getting when I was watching it, and I'm like oh yeah they're not real like toys or something, but like they're not the kid's not always there, so it's like is it his imagination? But no, they keep going when he's not there. So I'm like I don't know. But anyway, getting off topic with a little tangent there
Oh, Disney.
with Disney stuff, yeah. I mean, all this will be Disney Infinity characters at some point, so it is still gaming related in some way.
Yeah, I mean that's how I brought it up because freaking Disney Infinity's not going to have a 4.0.
No, just more expansions, more characters.
So it's not annualized.
No, nope, just
Not anymore.
specs. Yep. Oh, I gotta get that Rogue One pack this year.
Yeah, that's a big one. They got Civil War coming and Alice Through the Looking Glass and
Finding Dory's getting a pack.
Finding Dory and the Moana movie or whatever that one is, and they got Zootopia.
Yep, Zootopia's getting a thing.
So, I mean, just look at these characters. Look at their design for the game. Well, that's yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyways, there's that. Let's see what other news to bring up. So let's see. I mentioned again. We talked about how he has Titanfall 2 planned for this year and Battlefront 5, but not Battlefield 5. Sorry, Battlefield 5.
Okay.
But neither game has been formally announced. But a thing kind of leaked out, like a listing describing Battlefield 5, and it's rumored to take place during World War One.
Mm-hmm.
It says, according to a listing, it says Battlefield 5 will be a tactical shooter set in World War One. It's listed on a German website. And it says the release date would be October 26th. Now, here's the thing. So, it's a German website, and they did like a translation thing, so there might be a slight chance something got mixed up in the translation.
That'd be a pretty big mix in
Yeah,
translation.
oh no, they meant World War Three or something, and then it just comes out World War One. Which that's
And they're stealing Modern Warfare 3's idea.
yeah. So it's kind of like
Modern Warfare 3 took place in World War 3.
yeah.
Not that we have one yet.
Well, Sam Raimi's making a movie about it, so he'll show us.
Oh, that's good. Hopefully, it'd be better than like Red Dawn or something.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, Battlefield 5, possibly taking place in World War One. So, okay, here's the thing about this. So, on one hand,
Before people get too excited.
yeah. So let me kind of break this down though. So on one hand, that's great because we talked about this a while back too. Like, we need something different because the big trend in first-person shooters for a long time was it's modern, modern warfare, and then
Or future warfare.
well, that was the second trend. The first trend was the modern stuff, and Medal of Honor did a reboot, and they were modern, and Call of Duty started doing modern, and all this and that. And now we're getting into this new trend of it's the future. We're doing future tech, and we're cyborgs, and we're doing jetpacks and stuff, And
yeah, it started with Black Ops 2.
and obviously Titanfall 2 will do that because that's Titanfall's thing. It's the future. We have mech suits and jetpacks and all that.
Well, it's sci-fi.
It's sci-fi. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So EA's putting out the sci-fi shooter. So I don't know if they want to put out something that's still in that realm of like future tech, So this definitely would be a contrast to that.
Unless they're Activision and they don't care.
Yeah. So I mean, it is something new and different because the first-person shooter genre that we haven't seen in a while. But on the other hand, it's like I don't know. Like, can you really make a game around World War One and still be interesting? Because I don't. I mean, I know there's these like. Well, I know World War Two is the big one where there's history buffs that are just all over that and historic detail and that. But you don't hear anybody talk about World War One. Like, it's not one that's brought up a lot, history wise, and like talking about the authenticity and the weaponry and all this and that.
I also want EA to formally announce this game so then just people aren't just like super let down all the way up till E3 about it. Like they need to say something.
Yeah, and
like this was something that was kind of like this is kind of misdirecting people's expectations in case this isn't true. If it is, then maybe it's in EA's interest and maybe just not saying anything. So then I guess that might be the case. But if it's not, and then just a bunch of people are expecting it to be, and then when it's just like another modern day or actually, let's point this out here for Battlefield as a series, it hasn't really done future tech yet. Actually, not that I'm giving them any ideas to do it. It's just that I mean they haven't done like they haven't gone like Black Ops on the game.
No, they did Battlefield 2443.
Battlefield 2443. What's that?
Or what? I forget what it was. They did that one futuristic Battlefield game. It was on PC though.
Oh Lord, I'm talking about a main one in the like.
It was a main game. It was. I mean, it was on PC, but it was still a futuristic Battlefield game.
I'm almost looking this up. What is it?
I think it's 2443. I'm not 100% if that's what year it was.
2443.
Doing a source check.
2442? I'm getting 2442.
Maybe it's 2442. I don't know. But it is a futuristic Battlefield game.
Galactic Warfare, huh? I don't think it's. I'm talking like a core Battlefield in the series, one that actually matters.
One that actually matters. Oh boy.
One that actually matters.
So basically
So
a console game. That's what you're saying
yes, one that comes out.
on the console.
One that comes out and people have played it.
People have played this
So,
one.
so, uh, I'm just gonna tell people to hamper their expectations. Do I believe that it actually does? Probably not. If it does, I'll be very surprised. It'll be great. I mean, I won't be too surprised since it was leaked, but or just like translated. But at the same time, I'm keeping my expectations hampered that it probably won't be.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that it would be a really big kind of risk on EA's part to kind of say, here's the new Battlefield game, and it's only World War One. What I can see happening is maybe doing a thing where like, oh, the main story is in the future, not the future, but like maybe modern or whatever, and there's like these flashback levels to World War One gameplay,
Yeah, there's a possibility. I mean, if it's
and
like
then
Black Ops 2,
yeah, like Black Ops Two did when you go back to 1980 in the flashbacks. Um, and then when you go in the multiplayer mode, there'll be a World War One mode where everybody's just using the World War One weapons. Um, I don't know. I just feel like that would be the safe route than EA going, oh look, here's an entire game about World War One, and a lot of people just get thrown off because they're like, I don't want to play World War One, you know?
they'd be like, "Oh, that should have been an expansion for Battlefield 4." That's a big one. The expansion route, right?
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, we all know Battlefield Hardline couldn't be an expansion, unfortunately. But even though, by the way, Battlefield Hardline is still getting DLC. By the way,
Yeah, my brother's playing it right now.
I'm not sure why they're stealing money in a jail, but I don't know. Nothing about Battlefield Hardline makes sense. But I'm sure our focus will be shifted away from that game until Battlefield 5 is announced formally, and we actually get to know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it'll be neat if it is only that setting, but I don't think it will be. I think if it's there, it's only a part of it. I don't think it's gonna be the whole setting.
Yeah. But even if it's that too, I mean, me personally, I wouldn't like it. It detracts focus. That's why I didn't like Black Ops 2 with this campaign, where it alternated back and forth. I think it was the stupidest thing in the world.
Mm.
But if Battlefield does it better, which, I mean, Battlefield has not been known to have good campaigns, uh, hopefully that's something they can improve on. Or better yet, I hope they have a campaign in this game. Wink, wink, a formal campaign. So that's of concern too. If there's even going to be a campaign,
Yeah, there's
so
gonna be a campaign.
there better be. I don't want missions. I want a campaign that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. So I don't know.
Oh, moo man, but we'll see. Uh, hopefully soon. Not, I doubt we'll have to wait till freaking E3 to find this out.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah. But speaking of E3, um, Activision has announced that they're going to basically show first gameplay of the next Call of Duty at the Sony event at E3, Sony's press
Yeah,
conference.
it's gonna be
So
neat because remember everyone that Sony is still with Activision.
yeah. Sony is the lead platform now for Call of Duty. So they're going to premiere the first gameplay or look at the next Call of Duty from Infinity Ward.
Even though it's been difficult to tell sales number wise if that's actually been equating to as such, because I mean, yes, there's bundles, but it's been difficult to tell if I don't know if PlayStation is even the leading platform or not in Call of Duty numbers.
Yeah, because bundles don't really pop up on the sale numbers.
Yeah, they
Um,
don't. But so far, like Xbox One has been like the top selling for like Destiny and Call of Duty.
Even though they're like promoted on PlayStation. Um,
Yeah,
so I mean, yeah, this is neat though because, like we said, it's just neat to see PlayStation being the kind of the premier thing for this. But then again, it's just the problem is though now we know a certain amount of time will be devoted to freaking Call of Duty at E3. You know, because especially if it's the premiere of it, you know they're gonna open with like a whole freaking like demo thing of like, look, it's Call of Duty and we're shooting not fish this time.
oh, it'll be nice to open a conference without Uncharted this time,
Oh
right?
yeah, right? Hopefully.
I hope so, right?
Yeah.
It's
Mm.
not gonna be funny anymore once I see that game at E3 again.
Yeah, because it's not out yet.
It's not gonna be funny.
Oh boy.
But we'll talk about Uncharted in a little bit.
Yeah,
But
we'll get to that.
oh, I
Oh,
guarantee that's like the opening game, right? Of like
yeah.
Sony's conference, like the reveal, like what? Well, actually, this changes the game of Call of Duty reveals, huh? Like we're not gonna get. I mean, we know Infinity Ward's working on it, so no doubt thing. But like what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like they're waiting to reveal it at E3 rather than doing like a thing in May, you know?
Or yeah, or just like or just like a something little like during this time period. I mean, maybe they just really want focus to be on Black Ops 3's DLC right now. Just focus on it. Just have people hone in on Black Ops 3 because I mean it's been well received by people. They enjoy the multiplayer on it, so maybe you just want to focus on that and just be like, hey, there's another Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where I feel like I've been at because I haven't really gotten to Black Ops 3 all that much. So I mean, it is kind of nice. So then I'm not like too like, oh man, the next one's just around the corner. What's the point of being in Black Ops 3? But it's seeming like we'll let you play Black Ops 3, just enjoy it, and just don't even worry about the Call of Duty until the new Call of Duty till E3, and then you get to see
It's
what it's like.
actually like it's gonna be Ghost 2 anyway, so you don't have to worry.
Which is seeming very likely. Um,
No, they
So
come on.
I'm gonna prepare people for that. It's probably going to be Ghost too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, they come on stage like, no, here it is. It's a World War One shooter, Call of Duty, World War One. It's just like what?
Oh,
It's like Activision
Sony's
has.
conference would be after. No, wait, it would be before, wouldn't it?
No, it'd be after the EA event.
Ooh, so
Like, damn it!
Battlefield
It's
would
like Activision has a
jump.
freaking mole at EA. Somebody's leaking them information if they now if they both announce that their games are World War One this year.
Oh, but yeah, a Call of Duty World War One is very unlikely. It's probably Ghost too.
Ghost 2.
Yeah, Ghost too. I'm very, like I said, very intrigued. Ghost two for Infinity Ward. Very excited about it
Mm-hmm.
because I this is it for them. Uh, Last two games weren't well received, so this is really it. If three strikes, you're out.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, I think Infinity Ward is done if they make a game that is yes successful, but doesn't really get fans excited. Then I think
Mm-hmm.
Infinity Ward's done, and it'd be great because they actually get to make something else for once. But
Yeah.
not that I want Ghost 2 to suck. I actually want it to be probably the best Call of Duty possibly ever, which is a tall order. But I think if this one doesn't pan out, and if it just turns out just how like Ghost was or Modern Warfare 3, then they're done.
Mm.
And just leave it to Sledgehammer or Treyarch or hell, even I don't know someone else.
Whoa.
But it doesn't even matter, right? I mean, Activision just has everyone by the rope making first-person shooter games, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But we've already discussed that unfortunate reality already.
Yep.
Activision doesn't want to take any risks.
Yep. Yep. Well, we shall see. But yeah. Oh, speaking of stuff going down, Sony's closing some stuff down this week or announced.
No!
Oh boy, where do I begin with
What's
this?
going
So,
down? What's going down?
Sony announced that the new update coming to PSP in March. The PSP store is closing down.
Yeah.
So on your PSP, if you still run your PSP, you can't. That's here's what they said. You can't buy anything now. The store's not going to work. So you can't buy anything on your PSP. But if you already have stuff bought, you can download it to your PSP through your PSP. But if you want to buy anything new for your PSP, you have to go onto the web store, download it, and then transfer it to your PSP. So it's just this complicated little extra process if you want to buy anything for your PSP. Even though I don't know if anyone is buying anything for it. So, um, so yeah, I mean this is weird, but like I don't know, like the PSP is old now, so it is kind of like, well, if it's no one's using it, they got cut resources or whatever. Um, One thing I'm
It was
interested
a
though.
long time though. 2016?
Yeah,
That's a long time. I mean, like that's more than 10 years.
yeah. Just 10 years of that store, man. That's
I doubt anyone uses.
yeah,
Well, I should not say that.
yeah. Yeah, because I mean, like, because I have digital games, but but like they said, if you already have them bought, you can re-download them through your PSP.
Yeah, so
Like
there's something to
the
there's nothing
download
to
the download list will
worry
still be
about.
there. You can't buy nothing new. Which I wonder if this is going to lead to not giving out PSP games for free on PlayStation Plus. Because I think
Hmm.
they've done that right recently. Still, like where like oh for Vita
Yeah,
you get this PSP game that is Vita compatible.
they just say it's a Vita game.
Yeah, like they say it's a Vita game, really it's a PSP game, and it's
I get excited, like, oh, what is this? And then it's like, oh, it's a PSP game. Like, oh, no trophies.
so yeah, I wonder if that will like stop that because like yeah, because if you have a PSP, you can still get these for free with your Plus. Uh,
But it doesn't. You can still download it. You can still redeem it and download it though. It's
yeah,
not
but you
like
have to download it through your web portal because you can't access because you can't access the PSP stuff on your PS4. And wait, can you access PSP stuff on PS3?
yes, you
But
can. You
you
can just
can.
download. Yeah, it doesn't
Can't.
really matter.
But how many people are using their PS3 right now?
Oh Lord. Well, how many people are using the PSPs? That's even lower.
Yeah, but I'm talking like the hypothetical, like when they give out a free game on Plus through PSP.
Yeah, you just download it to your Vita. You don't have to like worry about like a PSP store.
I'm talking about the people who have just a PSP.
I don't know. I think that I don't know. I mean, this is already done at this point.
Somebody out there has just a PSP, and they're
I'm
still paying
sure.
that monthly Plus bill to get those free games.
That's a that's probably a very small segment of the market. I'm telling you that right now.
There's somebody out there.
Mm.
It's like on my friends list. I have people on my friends list on PSN. They just have Vitas. They don't have anything else.
Like, are you sure they're not just like out and they can't play like on PS4?
No, like I look at their trophies and activity, and it's just Vita games. Like they don't play. They don't have a PS3 or anything. So I'm just like, okay, you just really want something portable. I'm like, all right. So yeah, there's that. It's shutting down, and also Sony announced that they are discontinuing the PlayStation TV.
Yeah, so many things being cut.
Yeah, at first in the beginning of the week they said it was just Japan, but they have clarified that yes, also in North America, they are discontinuing the PlayStation TV. So if you don't have one, go get one. They're dirt cheap. You can seriously like you can get just the system for 20 or 25 a lot of places. I've seen on sale. And you can probably get the controller game bundle for like around 50 or less, probably. Uh,
Yeah, it's unfortunate. The thing didn't really take off.
yeah, but I mean, because I have a PlayStation TV, I've had one since launch, um, and I like it. You know, it's cool, but it's like again, it's just the same thing we talked about with Vita. We talked a lot about the Vita last week, and it's just they need support. That's the thing. You gotta support the thing. It can't fend for itself. You know.
Nope.
You know, you can't give birth to a baby and expect it to go do everything by itself.
It's still in that Sony in between era with like even the Vita where it's like they just didn't know. I mean, they had good morals, but at the same time they still didn't know what they were doing, so
Well,
they just put it out.
I mean, with the Vita they tried a bit, but like this TV, they just dropped it, and it was just like that was it. No advertising, no support. I mean, it was still getting updates, but the only reason it got updates was because it was the same updates the Vita was getting. Um, they never expanded the library. Pretty much what was there day one is the same you can get now. You know, because that was the stupid thing. They weren't updating their games. Like you put a game like The Walking Dead for Vita, you put that in your PlayStation TV, you can't play it. This is not compatible. It says not compatible, and you can play it without touch controls, and it says not compatible PlayStation TV. And I'm like, what? Take it out. I put it in Sly Cooper collection. Not compatible PlayStation TV. I'm like, this doesn't use touch controls. And then
I'm sorry,
Sony,
what did I miss?
huh? No, Golden
I'm
Abyss.
sorry.
Well, Golden Abyss don't work either because you need touch controls for that one. So like,
Killzone?
huh? Killzone
Killzone?
works. Killzone works. Killzone works, but that's because Killzone got a patch just for PlayStation TV support.
See, that's it. The games needed a patch in order to
Like,
work.
but like no, like they really thought it out too. Because like when you play Killzone Mercenary PlayStation TV, like it shows the PlayStation controller controls when you're playing it.
Well, yeah.
Like it says press
I
L2.
hope so.
No, but like it says like press L2, press R2, like press like it acknowledges all the buttons like the
That's
controller.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's one example of a developer who went back and updated their game for PlayStation TV, and no other developer did it. Golden Abyss never got updated. Even games that, like I said, don't even need the touchpad. All they needed was a quick little update to make it like unlock on the PlayStation TV, and they wouldn't do it. You know, Sony didn't make anyone do it, and a lot of games got locked out despite the fact that you don't need touch controls. So stupid. Because all Sony was like. They're like, oh man, developers, they just need to update their games and they'll be PlayStation TV compatible. I'm like, okay, make them do it,
Yeah.
And no one did it, and it was just like, you know, it's just sad. So there was that, and then even major companies weren't even like getting behind it. Like Netflix didn't even make the app compatible with PlayStation TV.
Yeah, which is strange because considering that Netflix is one of the biggest, like,
Thing.
well, PlayStation, the whole PlayStation brand is like one of the biggest, like, oh my gosh, platforms for Netflix.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like Netflix is on everything. Like pretty much every wireless device is Netflix compatible. So this is really bad. If Netflix looked at it and said, "Nah, it's not worth our time."
When they were able to do it on Vita.
Yeah, and it's just like, yeah, it's not worth our time to update the app to be TV compatible, PlayStation TV compatible. Um, so that's crazy. So I mean, again, it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things where it needed more support, and it had none of it. Like no games were updated. There was no marketing. Just sad. And now it's just, yeah, we're just continuing. It's done. If you have one, you've got one of these like cool PlayStation artifacts. Um, just like my PSP Go. That's another PlayStation artifact I own.
I saw this trailer for a movie the other day. This guy was using a PSP Go to control a drone robot.
Oh, was it a Sony movie?
Yeah.
It's gotta be a Sony movie. There's no way that thing.
Oh, actually, um, maybe. I have to look it up real quick.
Because we talked about this last week too. Like Sony is like terrible at product placements in their movies.
Yeah, that movie, Eye in the Sky.
I don't know if that's a Sony movie or not.
It was a British movie with Aaron Paul. It is not a Sony movie.
Mm. Which is weird. 'Cause
So,
Breaking Bad was a Sony TV show.
yeah. If you go watch the trailer for Eye in the Sky, one of the characters uses a PSP Go to
So
control like a little drone.
So that one commercial has done more PSP Go advertisement than all of Sony's ever done.
I mean, yeah, Marcus. No, wait, Marcus didn't promote the PSP Go, did he?
No, there was no promotion for the PSP Go. There's no promotion for PlayStation TV. So it's like,
Whenever you have the PSP Go, like you did your little video on it.
yeah, I got it. The video's still there. Go my PSP Go unboxing because I got one, man. It's a old artifact. I got the white one too, so it's like super rare because it's the PSP Go and it's the white one.
Like, look at that. We took out the disk drive. What? We were like, what?
It's digital
Look at
only,
it, it's
man.
so cool. It's like digital only. What was it, the Rock Band bundle?
Yeah. It's Rock Band
Well,
Unplugged.
yeah, your Rock Band Unplugged. Which, oh, by the way, I guess since the store's closing, you better buy every single Rock Band Unplugged song.
Oh, I gotta go buy them on the web portal, the website.
Um, but yeah, PSP Go just was a failure. But let's not forget here that PSP Go is an important predecessor to the Vita.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love the
Where it
PS.
was,
I love my PSP Go.
yeah. But I love my Vita even more.
Well, yeah, but the PSP Go has more support than the Vita.
Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Well, I mean, the PSP Go did get an original God of War and Metal Gear Solid game.
I'm sure it wasn't just for the sake of the PSP Go, but yeah.
But it still had it, I guess.
It did.
It's got to wait. Sony's going to announce the Vita Go, and it's going to be amazing.
That's never happening.
No, they're done. Vita's done. PlayStation TV's done. Uh, God, Sony better up their game for that VR, man. They just gotta just shoot themselves in the foot.
Or else they're just really just like going to the crapshoot here of like seeing what works and what doesn't. With like PS4, like, oh, it worked fantastically. Then like VR, it doesn't. And it's just like, oh.
Like Sony's a company that wants to achieve without doing any work. You know, like like they want something that's like a runaway success. Like all their consoles were. Like
They
every
want
console.
another PS2.
Yeah, like the PS2 is a runaway success. We don't need to promote this. Everyone just wants it because guess what? It's got a DVD player and everyone
The
wants a
DVD player.
Um, PS3, they did shoot themselves in the foot with the PS3 at first, but they didn't get. But the thing with the PS3 was they didn't give up though. All right, because the PS3 was doing as bad as pretty much the Vita and all this other stuff we're talking about, but they didn't give up, and it became a success in the end. Um, and it paid off because that runaway success they had towards the end of the PS3 carried over into PS4, and it was like, all right, people want this PS4, we don't need to promote it as much, and people just want it. They just want it, you know. But like all this other stuff, like the Vita and the PSP Go and PlayStation TV, they just like assume people want it, and they're gonna go out and buy it. But like, no, you need to do more than that. You need to tell people why they need to buy it. You need to put support for people who want to buy it. You need to show commercials so people know that they can buy it. You know, it's just
They don't actually exist.
yeah, they actually exist. Like, how many people probably even know? How many people even like know that the PlayStation even exists? Like, even know what this thing is?
Or maybe it's just in general. I mean, just micro consoles just really haven't taken off.
You know, it's the PlayStation TV, man. Like I said, it just needed some support. It needed to update those games because it just pissed me off when like I tried. Because every time I try to sit there and play with it, the game's not compatible. I put Wolf Among Us in there. It's not compatible. I put Wolf Among Us in there. It's not compatible. I put Walking Dead in there. It's not compatible. I put Sly Cooper Collection. Not compatible. I'm like, so what can I play on this? Freedom Wars. Put Freedom Wars. Freedom Wars works. So Freedom Wars I played a lot on my PlayStation TV. But it was just like, God, I can't play on my games on this thing, man. It was annoying, and that was the thing. You just need support, you know. And like I said, if they just wouldn't give up, like just do what you did with the PS3. You didn't give up on the PS3. You kept trying, and you pulled it off, and you made the PS3 a success in the end. Do that before everything else you make, you know, with the Vita and all that.
And then what about PlayStation Now? Even though that's a digital property.
It's a digital service. It's a bit different. Because I mean that is costing them money obviously to have it, but I don't think it's not as big an investment as like putting out hardware, manufacturing hardware, putting it on shelves, and watching it just sit there on shelves without anyone buying it. You know.
Dang, you're saying probably the PlayStation TV was probably a bigger investment than all PlayStation Now.
Well, I don't know. Well,
just that specifically, I don't know. It's
I don't know. Didn't they spend $1 billion acquiring the company that ultimately made it?
On for PlayStation Now?
Yeah, I forget what the company's name was.
On Live or Gaikai?
Gaikai, yeah. They spent like $1 billion, something like that, to buy Gaikai. But like, I don't think all of that went to PlayStation Now. I think that kind of went between PlayStation Now and just other streaming things like SharePlay and Remote Play, like all that streaming stuff. You know.
Mm.
I think it went to other things. I don't think it all went just to PlayStation Now.
It was bought for $380 million.
Okay, it wasn't a full billion, not even half, but it's still a lot. It's still a big investment on Sony's part, and I mean,
I don't know. Have they gotten anything back on that?
I don't know. I mean, if it, like I said, if some of that team went to developing other stuff like SharePlay and Remote Play for Vita, then those parts kind of paid off because SharePlay works and
it states here services: cloud gaming, game streaming, technology, games on demand, remote play, video game and software advertising, and distribution service. So probably one of those is probably SharePlay.
Yeah, SharePlay and then Remote Play. So like they probably contributed to those elements of the PS4. So those elements have been paying off, you know, because that's a big thing they say for Vita, Remote Play your game. SharePlay works. You know, I don't know, like it works, but like I don't see too many people use it because now they update it to where now you can see if someone is playing a game, you know.
Wow.
But I don't see it too often. Like I see this one guy, he's always playing. I don't know. I forget what game it even is, but it says like he's playing this, and then it says parentheses share play.
Yeah.
So like, yeah,
So
so
it
like,
gives you an indicator that the person is sharp playing it.
yeah, so like, I don't see that too often. I see like one guy doing it, but like, I really don't see too many people actually using the share play, even though it works.
Yeah, it works fine. I mean, you
Yeah,
just gotta have the connection for it.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, I was
you know what I
playing
want to talk
like
about? Oh,
I could not believe that I was like when you share play, we share play Dying Light that one time, and like it was perfect.
yeah,
It was like 1-to-1 on my end. Like I actually owned the freaking game.
yeah. That was what was so. Yeah, that one time we used it, right?
Yeah, and I don't
That's
know.
what I was saying. It sold. It sold a copy.
Yeah, like it was crazy, like how good it was working on my
Yeah.
end. Like I couldn't believe how good it was working. Like it was 1-to-1. I was playing Dying Light. Like I had it.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what was so great about it. I was like, hey, you were. I mean, you weren't on the fence about that, like, but you were like kind of wanted to be sure. Like you were hearing great things about it. I'm just like, here,
Yeah,
you play it for a little bit, see what you like it. And you were
yeah.
like, I like it.
I got to play it, and yeah, it worked. And
Sold a copy.
same thing with well, Lego games are easier, but like yeah,
Oh
we
yeah.
share playing the Lego Movie game, and it was just like
Yeah.
I had it. You know?
Exactly right. Oh man, that was so like the argument for having at least on the PlayStation platforms, Lego games online. I mean, yeah, you won't be earning any trophies, but I mean, you'll still get be able to play with a friend.
Yeah.
And the hour thing doesn't even matter. You just make a new party every hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need share
Doesn't
play.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I need
You
share
share play
play.
as long as you want.
Yeah, I need share play Lego Avengers or something.
Oh heck yeah, yeah, yeah. We can do that tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow when I get back, we can try that.
Sweet, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I'll do that. But yeah, I mean, yeah. So if that came out of the Gaikai purchase, then that's something that's working, that's paying off, and then
Oh yeah, that definitely is. I mean,
and
I think
then
people have been using share play. Yeah.
yeah, and then remote play works on Vita really
Okay,
well.
so I think that investment was like worth it. I mean,
But
it was part of the cost that to develop PS4's features and stuff.
yeah,
It worked out.
but overall, like I said, that's one investment that's kind of working, you know. But like the Vita itself and the PlayStation TV, or specifically the PlayStation TV, the Vita's doing okay. By Sony standards, they keep saying that like the Vita's doing fine. Like we're not hemorrhaging money on this, you know.
Hmm.
But the TV obviously is just a failure because they're discontinuing it. Um, but again, like I said, I just keep saying though, you just need to support it, and they weren't doing that.
Yeah,
So that's why it just sucks when I see this because they're just saying it's Sony saying we give up, you know.
we give up.
And like I said, I want to see the Sony that you know they coup back, man. They came back from the PS3, man. Everybody thought the PS3 was gonna fail, like it was looking bad when it came out, and they pulled through, man. They made that PS3 a success. Like if you can make the PS3 a success after that crummy launch and everything, you can make that Vita a success. But I don't know. There's that. Oh boy. Let's see what else we got in news.
You know what I want to talk about next?
Yeah, let's move on.
No, you know what I want to talk about next?
Oh,
Is
what do
that
you want to talk about?
update? Is that crispy update that's coming?
Yeah, I got that written down.
Yeah.
PS4 update 3.5 is currently in beta and will be launching. I don't know if they gave a date next month or this month for everyone. New features include you get friend notifications. So now when a friend comes online, you'll get a little notification that you know that.
Yes.
So there's that. There's
Finally.
finally, yeah.
What else we got?
You get offline mode, so now you can be on and set your status to offline.
Great. While I'm watching Netflix. That's not even sarcastic. That's good. Yes.
You can now schedule events. You can schedule an event to like basically you set up a time and stuff, and like it automatically puts you and your friends in a party at that time. So you can be like, yeah, look, we're playing.
Yeah, that's brilliant because like for people that, well, I mean, it's easy maybe like with your friends you could just like text each other like, but yeah, this is great. That's actually like a really handy feature. I believe Xbox has already had this feature for 10 years. So good.
I don't know.
Because I think there was like a scheduling, like there was like a game scheduling kind of deal that you could do on Xbox that you can like gather people to play. So I'm glad that this is finally here.
Yeah. Other features include you can now live stream directly to Dailymotion. In addition to the other ones.
Fine. More
And-
options.
Yep. And update will support remote play on PC/Mac.
Oh yes, this is very interesting. I have a Mac computer. I'm very excited to try it out. Now for the beta for this software update.
Yeah, the beta doesn't have this feature.
Yeah, it doesn't have it unfortunately.
So Yeah, speaking of giving up on the Vita,
Yeah.
taking one of its big features and putting it on a PC. Um, there's
Well,
that.
I mean that that's just it's just removing a lesser thing of the PlayStation TV because now you have a PC or a Mac that can do that.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. So that's why when you're PlayStation TV.
Yeah, but I'm excited to try out role playing on my MacBook. Definitely going to be something pretty useful since I'm going to be at school, so I'm going to try it out.
Mm-hmm.
Will it work? We'll see.
See, yeah. Um, and then there's another update they did. This actually wasn't part of the 3.5 update, but it's like currently active, like a little update they did now.
Yeah.
You can now search for PS4 communities on your PS4.
Finally, I was
Yeah.
starting to wonder like why you can't like search for them. Simply put, like
Yeah, it was
browse through some of them. It's very odd. Like
yeah, the community thing was really odd, like the way they did it, because I kept promoting it, like, oh, we got a community, and I'm like, because at first I thought you could search for it, like I really thought you could.
that's just
And then,
something
like,
you would think would happen, right?
yeah, and then I start messing with them, like, no, you can't. It's like you can just browse like highlighted
Popular
ones,
ones, yeah, or
popular
like
ones.
ones that are popular ones of the day, or like game ones.
Yeah, and then you can like look up your friends and then like just see what communities they're in and then join those. And then obviously if you're in a community, you can invite people to your community, but there's no way to straight up just search. So now you guys can go search for the PSBS community page on PlayStation.
I know.
Yeah, go search for it, join it. We we can post stuff on there or whatever. So yeah, so go check that out. That's available now. Available right now. You don't have to wait for update 3.5. Go search for our community on PS4. So there's that. What else we got? All right. What were we at? 51 minutes. All right. Let's cover two more topics real quick.
What do we got?
So let's just get this out of the way. Uncharted 4. So good and bad news for Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
Good news is if you want to play the multiplayer, it is open this weekend to everyone. You don't need PlayStation Plus. You can just go to the PlayStation Store, download it. It's the beta for the Uncharted 4 multiplayer. It's available all weekend to everyone, so you go check that out.
I'm not
so
gonna even touch it.
Yeah, no, we've already talked about how we feel about.
Yeah, we're not gonna do it. I'm not even. I have not even watched the other trailer for Uncharted so recently.
Yeah.
No, I'm done. I want the game.
Well, that's the bad news. Well, that's the bad news. Because if you do want to play the single player, you have to wait 2 more weeks.
Killing me.
Yeah, as it's been announced this week that Uncharted 4 has been delayed till May 10th, 2 weeks after the initial launch of April 24th, I believe.
And this one doesn't seem to be coming from Naughty Dog. Sony
made
a statement on this one.
Yeah, this sounds more like a Sony problem because basically what Sony's statement was that they want a day one launch. They want this game available everywhere day one. And in order to do that, they needed to delay the game by 2 weeks to ensure they can manufacture the discs and get them shipped out everywhere.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess I get it because this is a big game where they don't want, maybe certain parts of the world or certain countries to get it maybe a day or two early, a week early, and then they're like live streaming it or something, So it is kind of like that safe thing of like, well, let's just make sure it gets everywhere day one, so it's not getting out early. Because we've seen that with games like a lot of Sony first-person titles, like other countries get them like maybe 2-3 days early, or maybe even a week early, and they're live streaming it.
Okay, they want a uniform launch, I suppose, right?
Yes.
I mean, that still doesn't even matter. I mean, we still have people that like get it like early, anyways.
I mean, maybe.
But... Well, I mean, but this is like a longer period of time. Like, people are going to know the ending. They're going to say what the ending is, and then, that's a long period of time. Like, beforehand, it would only be like a day or two, like 1 or 2 days, right? Yeah. It's just whatever. Like, it's not even funny. I'm just kind of just. I mean, I find it a little odd. It's very reminiscent, somewhat, of the Little Big Planet delay, but I mean, that's a different situation.
But that was different. Like it
That's
was like
different. It was an issue with the
the
game
games
itself.
were going to the store, and they said, no, 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 push it back by 1 week. Like, don't sell it for another week because we need to make an update.
Yeah. So there's not much to say on it. Like I want the game.
I want the games. Yeah, wait.
I'm starting to grow a little impatient.
Yeah.
But it makes me want to play it even more. I mean, I've played all the entirety of Uncharted Collection. Got to platinum in all 3 games again. I'm ready. I've been ready.
Yeah.
Since like early January. Give it to me. Not even day. Well, actually, wait. Day 1 of the PlayStation 4 launch. We've heard about this.
Yeah.
Again, when we're talking about this again, the day 1 of the PlayStation 4 launch. Yeah, Neil Bruce just like talking, like, oh, Uncharted. It's gonna be glorious. Now, for anyone out there that's being very superstitious and just say, oh, what does this mean for the game? It doesn't mean anything for the game. It's just getting it out there. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with like the game's quality. It's not like Sony's scared and like, oh man, this isn't going to be panning out the way we wanted to. It's like waiting for the inevitable. No, it's not any of that. It's just unfortunately a series of events that have to happen that it's going to take a little longer for it to hit store shelves, literally. So I'm all for it, I suppose, but it's whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like we said, this is Sony's biggest game ever, like on PS4. Basically.
I'm starting to wonder biggest like first party game ever.
Well, I mean, I know it is the biggest first party launch ever on PS4, at least.
I mean, you're already having so many PS4s out there by the time this happens. You have the bundles, and I mean, like the last one, right, was like God of War 3, like a big Sony exclusive, like something coming to an end.
Yeah.
At least we thought for God of War, but now this is like the same deal.
But I mean, this is different. Like God of War 3 was like the end of.
What do you mean? I mean, it's the same thing.
No, I mean like Uncharted 4 is a game that's been hyped and promised since the launch of the PS4, like you said. And it's just this thing where like it has to live up to that. Like this is the biggest game like Sony has put out on this console since launch.
Yeah.
Well,
it's not like they don't have many. Not trying to trash, but it's not like they've had many. I mean, Until Dawn was a success. The Order wasn't. Whatever other Sony exclusives you want to point out that aren't remasters. There aren't very many, so that's one thing.
Yeah.
So this is like all eyes are on this one. Well, exactly. I mean, we have Ratchet and Clank coming, so we have Ratchet and Clank, so. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying though. Like this is the biggest exclusive they've put out since launch, and I mean this thing's a big deal, man. Like they've been hyping this since, like I said, launch of the PS4, and it's been delayed and it's been anticipated, and it's a follow up to The Last of Us, and then there's the whole
oh my god,
there was that whole
we talked about those expectations too about that.
Yeah, and then there's that whole behind the scenes stuff that went down, and people kind of got worried about it, and the game has a lot to live up to.
It's a lot. I'm not going to be thinking about that too. But look, we've talked about the hampering of expectations. But granted, this is with Naughty Dog, one of the finest developers in gaming. Even with what I would like to call somewhat of a slump recently of, certain games just not hitting their target, at least just critically with some people. Games lacking features, games releasing broken. I don't think Uncharted 4 is going to be any of those. I don't think. I would not see Naughty Dog taking a left turn and just all of a sudden putting a game out that's just not good. People could debate with us with Uncharted 3 all they want, but I mean, Uncharted 3 was liked by many people, including ourselves, and we love that game so much. And I think Uncharted 4 is going to be no different. I think it's going to be a fantastic game. I have no doubt about it. That's why I'm done watching stuff, because I already know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
And there's no denial like in my face where I'm like right? No, I already know that. That's the thing. It's going to be an incredible game.
Yep. And
so, no doubts.
Yeah, and we'll find out on May 10th now. Hopefully.
Yes.
It's just funny because I look at my GameStop account and it's like, you pre-ordered Uncharted 4 on September 1st. And I'm like, okay. And then now it's finally coming out May 10th.
I'll still never forget when you were able to pre-order Uncharted like a year and a half ago.
Yeah. Pre-ordered that game. What was that, like 8 months? 8 months before the game actually came out, I pre-ordered it. But I mean, like, I pre-ordered the collection edition. That's what I mean, though. Like, when the collection edition got announced.
Yeah.
I went to go pre-order that one, and I was like 8 months. Now it's going to be 8 months before the game comes out.
But I'm going to be happy with this Uncharted release window actually too, because Classics will be done by then.
Yes, I'll be done.
Like, where it was originally going to hit was like finals week, which was not going to be good. So, well, actually, what was it? The 27th?
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I would have like my last final that day. So, yeah, it's just we'll see. Oh no, I mean, I don't even have to worry. It's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be good. Everything's gonna be good.
Yeah, we'll see. But speaking of other highly anticipated games, yeah, especially from Sony.
Oh, from Sony.
Especially from Sony. Sony announced today that No Man's Sky is coming June 21st. So we're finally getting a release date for this game. Another one that's been long in development and hyped and all that.
Well, they said a month for the longest time, and now they have a date.
June 21st, and it's coming on PS4 and PC. So it'll be a console exclusive on PS4. Now, here's the thing, though. Yeah, so they finally announced the release date, and then they confirmed today that yes, No Man's Sky will be a $59.99 game. So full price game, and they did.
No Man's Sky.
But they did announce that there will be a retail version, though.
Yeah,
it won't be digital only.
Very good box art, by the way, for it.
Yes, cool box art, and there's a
very good box art.
Yes, and there's a collector's edition that'll be $80. It comes with a steel case and some books and all that neat little things. And then on PC, they're getting a $150 version that comes with the model ship and all that.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, not on PS4 though, which is disappointing.
Yeah, you think with all the promoting they've done with it that they would have had more options.
Yeah, but nope, only on PC gets the spaceship one. Yeah, so I mean, it's here. Well, it's not here, but like here's the release date, and
yeah, you get a tentative. Well, not a tentative. I hope that's the firm release date. That's it. Watching a interview with someone from Hello Games, they're pretty confident in it.
Yeah,
from the sound of it, like they really had set this one when they were like set in stone.
Yeah, because I mean that's what they said for the longest time. They don't want to announce release date until they're sure. You know. That's why for the longest time we had no idea when the game was coming out. But yeah, so they seem really short for June. So, I mean that was the thing about No Man's Sky. A lot of people looked at it, and especially people like me, they looked at it and like, yeah, it's an indie game, but it's like a big indie game. So I don't know. I mean, a lot of people were thinking maybe it's gonna be like $20, maybe $30. You know, kind of like a big.
Oh no! I mean, I should maybe lay down a prediction on that, but I didn't think it was gonna be that. No. Did you ever think it was gonna be like a lower price game?
Yeah, they never said there was never anything that made me think that this was going to be a AAA $60 launch game.
Oh no, I had figured it was going to be a $60 game. I had never said.
Yeah, when did you see that? Like, what made you think that this was going to be a $60 game?
The number of times it was shown, and that what kind of caliber they were putting this game on, that I kind of felt like, yeah, this is not even going to be. And then after, what solidified that was after seeing The Witness $40. I'm like, No Man's Sky is not going to be even $40. It's gonna be 60. So
yeah,
I mean, that's what affirmed it. Like I never really had officially said it on record or even said it to you, but like I just had thought in my mind like No Man's Sky is going to be a $60 retail release.
No, I never thought that, because they always said like, oh, this is going to be a digital game. It's going to be this big indie thing where it's like coming from like a team of 10 people.
Yeah.
Like so they kept stressing that this is an indie game, but it's backed and supported as a AAA game. So I just thought, it wasn't going to be that. And then it was kind of like that was a rumor thing. Like some people were saying like, oh, it's gonna be like a $60 game, and I'm like, there's no way it's gonna be a $60 game. This is not. It's not that kind of development. And that was like a rumor, and there was no other thing supporting it. And then,
rumor.
Yeah, but there was nothing supporting it though. There's rumors, but there's nothing supporting it that this is gonna be a $60 game. And then, like you said, The Witness came out, and that launched. And that launched for $40, and then they said that that one will get a physical launch later. Like they'll do a physical release later for The Witness.
Oh, really? Oh, I might pick it up when it's a physical release.
Yeah, and then but then they said right now it's $40. It's only digital, and I was just like, huh. And that's what kind of made me think. Well, maybe I didn't. I still wasn't fully believing No Man's Sky was gonna be 60. I thought maybe they'll do the 40, match the 40 for no
Oh,
for,
oh, absolutely
Witness,
not.
and then
No.
and then
I mean,
now.
I wish I kind of said this to you earlier, but I mean, to brace you for it. But no, I mean, ever since The Witness, that I had figured. I mean, this is something that I didn't even think I needed to discuss.
Well, The
That
Witness was a month ago, so it's like, oh yeah, I knew this shit. I knew this a month ago, you know.
well, no, it's just that's something that I just didn't feel like needed to be said. Excuse the witness. No Man's Sky was going to be a $60 game. I kind of just had thought that
I never
it
thought that.
is.
Like, I never thought that. People told me that. Like, oh, I heard it's gonna be $60 game. I thought, no, that's stupid. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
I told that to people. Like, no, that's stupid.
it's only a matter of time. I mean, when do you think we're going to get our No Man's Sky bundles?
Oh, we'll probably get one.
That's not out of the realm of possibility now.
Maybe a VR bundle.
I was seeing that interview. The interviewer was trying to trick him into talking about VR with No Man's Sky. Nothing yet on it, but he tricked him though a little bit. But he didn't say anything.
Yeah. But
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I really don't see an issue with No Man's Sky being $60. I think it's fine.
well, like I said, it's just for the longest time they were trying to say that this is like an indie digital game, but now, I mean, the physical release really helps like justify the price a bit for me because like here's the thing about digital and pricing. So you look at some digital games that came out recently, and if they're priced around $20 and they're not as long, you don't feel too bad. You know, like something like Firewatch is really good. It was $20 and it's kind of short, but it's really good. You look at something like Gone Home, where it's really good, but it's super short, and they want you to pay $20 for it. That's something where like you kind of look at it, if you're interested and you're like, I want to play this, and you throw the $20 down, you play it in an afternoon, you beat it. You know, you may get all the trophies or whatnot, but you don't feel too bad. Like I spent $20, whatever. You know, if you liked it, it's kind of whatever. But then you look at something like The Witness, it's $40 and it's digital only, you know, and you spend the $40. And when I haven't played it yet, but like everybody says it's really good. But what if someone who's like just doesn't like puzzles, but they get it because they hear how good it is, or maybe they do like puzzles, but they don't like this one, and then they pay the $40. They have this digital game now, and they can't do nothing with it, you know, because they play it for a little while and they realize they don't like this. They don't like this kind of style of game, you know.
Mm.
So it's just like, what can you do? You can't sell it, you can't trade, you can't do nothing. And it was kind of the same thing with No Man's Sky, where it's like, you know, some people may or may not go for it, you know, because it's kind of this unique kind of gameplay experience. So, you know, if this game launched for $20-$30, people wouldn't mind because they spend it, they check it out, and like, okay, well, I don't really like this, but I didn't spend too much money on it. But you know, if this would have been digital only and $60, then that would have been a tall order to be like, yeah, spend $60 and you may or may not like this, you know.
Oh yeah, that can't happen.
So you know, if you're charging $60, there better be a physical version so that way people can buy it, and if they don't like it, they can go sell it, they can go trade it or something, you know.
Oh no, because at least on the console front, we really haven't had $60 digital only releases. I mean, excluding like digital edition like bundles or things like that. I'm talking like, you know, releases like that.
Mm-hmm.
That hasn't really happened. I don't foresee that happening either. It's just actually a pretty bad business practice. Really up to 40 is fine.
Yeah.
You know, we've talked about other solutions. You know, you share play it before you try it out, but you know, with the Witness, it's a little different. But with No Man's Sky being $60, let me just put a little food for thought with it for you and then the other people here. Remember, last year, February 2015, the Order was priced at $60. So don't even say that No Man's Sky cannot justify its $60 price point.
Yeah, but the Order was made by a huge team, and it was at least, you know, marketed and shown as a AAA game, you know, where No Man's Sky has always been kind of like, look at our little indie team, we're 10 people, and we've been working on this little project about thing, and it's like
it was put on the high pedestal, even higher than the Order.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, but
yeah, the
still.
order had more people behind it. I don't know if it matters with the amount of people that work on it, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, more people, you need to make more money. Like
Yeah,
if only
exactly.
if only 10 people made No Man's Sky and they're charging $60 a game, those guys are going to make a killing. That
Yeah.
means each person on the team is going to get at least $10 for every game sold.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, then, how long did the game take to make? So it was probably a big budgeted game, at least for them.
I guess, but it's just I don't know, because I mean, yeah, I don't want to make it seem like I'm like because it's on a disc, it's worth $60, you know? Because like if you put something,
Oh no, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because I
I
don't want
don't.
people to be like, oh, so if you put Gone Home on a disc, it's worth $60. I'm like, no,
No,
it's
no, no,
not.
no.
But
It's just it justifies it a little bit more. The on release
yeah,
day that.
it justifies a bit more because you can ultimately do something with it when you're done. Like, or you get tired of it, you can sell it, you can get rid of it, or whatever. You know, you can't do that with digital. So to expect someone to pay $60 for a digital only game is not good. But saying, hey, this is a $6 game, but we're giving you a physical option, so you can, you know, sell it or trade it or whatever if you don't like it. You know.
Yeah,
So that's my thing. So. And like I said, I don't know, because like I said, No Man's Sky is just this weird game. We've talked about it so
it is.
much. It's just like
Uh-huh.
it's like we know a lot, but we don't know a lot about it, and we kind of don't know what the overall feel and goal, and just I don't know. It's such a weird, polarizing game where every time you see it, you're just kind of like, I don't know,
It's
man.
neat, and where you're like, it's really neat. And granted, we haven't played it,
Yeah,
but it'll be one thing to see it and then actually play it. But it's like really neat when we see it. It's just I'm curious about if it's even gonna live up to people's. It's the same thing with Uncharted. It's almost approaching the same thing as Uncharted 4 at this point. It
yeah,
really is. I mean, granted, Hello Games has had two critically acclaimed games before. The two Joe Danger games, which were really great. But this was one that Sony really had put up. Similarly to Uncharted for a long time. So it's it's got a lot writing on it, and I've known people that have bought PS4s just for this game,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Me
which
too.
is crazy.
Yeah, no, I know people too have done that.
Like, what'd you buy a PS4 for? Oh, No Man's Sky. Like, oh, so you were betting on that coming out this year? Well, now you can bet on it coming out June 21st. Wait, 21st?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
$60
June.
game now. Go get.
Um, that would have been around the 1 year mark of Batman Arkham Knight.
Hmm.
Anyways.
Yeah. Oh. So yeah, I mean that's that. No Man's Sky. We'll see. We'll see if any of these games, man. Uncharted's coming out in May, and now this coming out in June. 2 months in a row, man. Putting out these big games.
So Sony's hitting hard.
Sony's hitting hard, you know, and then possibly VR coming out in June. It's another big thing. Sony's got to get behind and market and push it, you know.
Sony's going to be busy.
Yeah, because now they've given up on other things and they have more time to focus on other things.
And let's not forget Ratchet and Clank.
Oh boy. Hopefully people
The
haven't
movie,
forgotten.
their movie venture. Yeah, Ratchet
Yeah, they better start promoting that, you know.
movie.
The movie and the game, man. Try to get that ball rolling on those two things.
Because if not, do they not want Insomniac games to ever succeed?
Yeah, I don't know. Just Sony have like some kind of grudge against Insomniac or something. Like
Ever since that Microsoft,
maybe, but like
or
even
better yet, not ever since that. Like Resistance 2 onward,
yeah, because
right?
Uncharted 2 came out 2 weeks before Cracking Time, and Resistance 3 just kind of got dumped out there, like, oh, here you go, and we're just like,
Well, what
what?
about Resistance 2? Because Resistance 2 sold less than 1. So it's really seemed like, I don't know. It's the same thing. Like, do they want Insomniac games to go out of business?
I don't know, man. Just maybe they're trying to get Insomniac stock really low so that way they can just buy them out.
Because I was thinking like the same deal with Harmonix, but that's a whole other thing. We have our sister podcast, by the way, talking about the big announcements that have been coming out of that this week. So you can listen to them. Because
Living,
we definitely do not have time for that.
yeah, living room club.
Nobody's got time for that. The living room clutter. If you have time, listen to living room clutter. Actually, this week.
Yeah.
A little plug. So I just don't know for Insomniac Games to. But the movie's coming out in a good weekend, though.
The week before Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah. Oh God, it's gonna get trampled after that.
No,
But
I think
it's coming out during a good week.
I think it's coming out. Isn't it coming out the same week as The Huntsman? I think
No.
it is.
No.
Or maybe the week after. I don't know.
Like I saw the week that's out. It's like coming out during really nothing.
I have to double check, but because I know Jungle Book comes out the middle of April. I think a week after that, The Huntsman comes out, or the week after that.
Screw the Huntsman. Nah, I'm pretty sure that week is pretty empty for Ratchet and Clank to possibly open number one.
Possibly open at number one. If
That's a tall order. I can't believe I'm even saying that. But it needs to be. That's one thing. It needs to actually be a good movie. So
When's it coming out? The 29th?
Yeah, 29th.
Okay, it's coming out the same day as Mother's Day and Keanu.
Oh, Keanu.
Yeah, the Key and Peele movie.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Come to think of it, it probably won't. Let's be real here.
And Mother's Day is the new like that it's like those other holiday movies. You remember like what was it called?
Yeah.
You know, where it's that holiday movie and has like every actor ever in it.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things.
It's whatever. Yeah.
So that's Ratchet and Clank's competition for that weekend, and then Civil War comes out the week after. All that.
Can at least Ratchet and Clank at least open number 2?
Can it make some money?
Just something.
Just maybe when you buy the game, it'll come with a free movie ticket, and you just be like, yes.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. Let's do something. Because I'll at least be playing the game.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see.
With that,
this
has been the PSBS.
the PlayStation Bull Session Podcast.
I was actually able to close.
Yeah.
A little abruptly, though. Sorry.
But yeah. PS Beautiful Podcast. I'm your host, Coach TPS and Bye Boys. My coach here is
Andrew Reed, Stumbleers. Everyone have a good week. Stay safe. Maybe have a good spring break, because this is when actually normal people's spring breaks actually start.
Mine's not till the end of March.
Oh, well, go see some good movies. There's a lot of good movies out. Play some good games. Playing Heavy Rain Remastered.
Yeah. You can play that Uncharted multiplayer.
Nope.
Well, I know you're not, but I'm saying other people.
If they want stuff spoiled for them.
Spoils. To get those environments spoiled and those level designs.
You know how I am at this point with Uncharted. You're the same way too. Like
I know.
We're done.
We're done.
Uncharted 3 just killed. We talked about that.
Yeah.
It's just still thinking about it. It's just like, oh my god, I really did that. Makes me feel dirty. Makes me want to go take a shower.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Probably go right now, actually.
But yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so you can go do that if you want. Go play that. The Division comes out Tuesday. I forgot about that.
Oh, the Division.
Yeah, so I'll be playing that Tuesday.
Do you know anyone that's gonna? Do you know Chief's gonna get the Division? Maybe?
Chief's probably gonna get it. I haven't talked to him about it, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna get it. I think he's gonna get it. But he didn't play.
Play with him and entice him to get on the show to talk about the Division.
Yeah, because I'll be playing it. I know for sure next week. So next week I'll be able to talk about it. I mean, I did talk about it a bit before with the beta, so I can see because a lot of stuff is locked out. So maybe I'll talk about it some more next week. But yeah, I'll be playing that. I don't know who else will be playing it, but we'll see. But anyway, let's see what else. Oh, and before we go search the community because you can do that now.
Yeah, go search the community.
Just a reminder, because there's something I want to remind you people of. Yeah, go search for the community. It's now available to search and all that good stuff. Search the PSBS podcast, join the community and all that. But yeah, with that has been the PSBS episode 53, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week.